So remember, we're not on a trampoline, so we can't pound the ground really hard. We want to be smooth when we step up into this. So we're going to take 2 steps, come forward 1, put the feet together 2, push off the toes and swing your arms hard. Use your knees, bend those knees and jump as high as you can. Reach for the ceiling, okay? Step 1, step 2, swing your arms and really punch up as high as you can. Punch jumps, okay? Our next exercise is going to be a tuck jump. So very similar to the punch jump, but now we're going to bring our knees up super high. So I'll demonstrate. I'm going to take my 2 steps, swing my arms, but this time I'm going to pull my knees up to me. Just like that. This jump can be done with knees in and knees out. I'll demonstrate. Knees in the front and knees out. Okay, keep your hands up. Swing them, practice keeping them in a guard. Okay, let's try this. When you run out of room, you can hustle back or turn and do the jumps going backwards. We're going to move into some kicking. The first kick we're going to do is a pop front kick, which will be using the tuck jump that we used earlier in our warm-up. This will be using the tuck jump where we brought our knees in the front. So we're going to take the 2 big steps and jump, bringing the knees up, but this time when you jump, you're going to shoot that front kick out nice and high. Make sure you chamber and kick up nice and high, keeping the back leg tucked. When you keep that back leg tucked, it makes it look like you're jumping higher. Now we're going to move into some hand strikes. Now the difference between these creative strikes and our traditional Chuck Norris system strikes is a little bit of the timing and how we twist with things. So I'll break it down for you. So we're going to start in our forward stance to the corner. So the first thing we'll need to work is pivoting. So I'm going to pivot on the balls of my feet and pop to the other corner. So I pop, pop, okay, just like that. Now we're going to go from a punch. So as I'm punching, I'm going to pivot towards that other corner. Punch, pivot and punch, pivot and punch. Just like that. Train that a little bit, and then we're going to add a chop. So from here, I'm going to take that punching hand, chop to the corner, leaving my stance right here, and then when I twist is when I punch. Okay, so the punching hand, chop, twist, punch, chop, twist, punch, chop, twist, punch. This can also be done with your blocks. So from right here, keeping my stance towards the corner, high block to that side, twist, punch right under. Block, twist, punch, block, twist, punch, block, twist, punch. Just like that. Try it a few times, then we're gonna add a step. From our starting position, forward stance to the corner, I'm punching with my right hand out first. Ready? Twist, punch, twist, punch, twist, punch, twist, punch, twist, punch, and twist, punch. Good, let's add the chop in there. So ready, chop, wait to pivot when you do the punch. Chop, punch, chop, punch, chop, punch. Let's make it a high block punch. Block, punch, block, punch, block, punch, block, punch. Now adding the step. So from our first stance here, just like before when I was pivoting, but now when I pivot, I'm gonna take a baby step towards that direction. So if I'm moving to the left, that left foot's gonna step. I'm gonna pivot and step, pivot and step. So now my pivoting is covering some ground. So this is where things get a little bit different. Like I was talking about earlier, where typically when we do our first strike, we go to our back stance and pivot punch. We step on that first strike. Now we're waiting, we're saving that step for the punch. So we hold and punch. Punch, punch, punch. So basically we're using full hip action to pivot from forward stance to forward stance going toward the corners, rather than doing back stance, forward stance when we go. Remember to step and pivot on the punch. Now let's make it a high block punch. Remember, you can pause this video and take as much time as you need to master the skill. Now we're going to add the inside chop, spin, chop, punch. So typically when you're doing a spin, we're traveling forward. our technique. But with creative or extreme forms, you try to do as best as you can to stay in one spot. So for this, we're gonna be sliding back, putting feet together, turning, chop, stepping out now with my left foot, pivoting punch. So go in the same direction as you guys. I've got right leg in front, left hand out, slide back, inside chop, spin chop, step out, punch. Next kick we're gonna work is a tornado kick. So I'm gonna put the kicking leg in the front. This is a round kick variation, okay? So I'm gonna spin like the spin hook kick on the ground, but instead of throwing a spin hook kick, this is gonna be my fake. I'm gonna jump and kick with the back leg. Boom, carry it all the way through to the back. Okay? Kicking leg in the front, use your arms, set up. Boom, carry it all the way